It is time now for a check of the weather. A much better day today than yesterday. It certainly was a big difference. Chief Meteorologist Betsy Kling joined us now with more on those two tornadoes that touched down yesterday. Betsy?
Yeah, keep in mind the two tornadoes followed along a path that impacted numerous people. But the general widespread 60 to 86 mile per hour winds that slammed all of northern Ohio, that is what did the biggest part of all of the power outages that are still ongoing. So as far as the official statistics go, our first tornado touchdown in Avon Lake continued on a 8.42 mile path. Mind you, it was not on the ground the entirety of the time. There's kind of hits and skips and whatnot, but it was EF1 rating with 110 mile per hour estimated peak winds, and at maximum width, it was about 200 yards wide. It did make it through Bay Village into Rocky River. It lifted right around Worcester Road, so the entire time it stayed north of I-90. Farther to the south, from Brook Park to Bedford, a whopping 17 mile path of this storm. The tornado touched down just east of the airport, literally just on the other side of 71, made it all the way to the Bedford Cemetery. 104 mile per hour peak estimated winds, maximum width at about 350 yards. Obviously, these two tornadoes are notable because the twisting part of the damage. There will be more survey crews going out tomorrow from the National Weather Service to keep an eye on other areas, so we may have some more stats to give you tomorrow. Back to you.
All right, Betsy, see you in just a few. Thank you. And tonight we're getting a closer look at more of the widespread damage.
Our team coverage continues now with Giovanni Ligi in Bedford. And Gio, what do things look like right now?
Well, it's a bit difficult to see what things look like here. We have 5 different sets of lights on me, and you still really can't see anything behind me just because it is so dark. This entire area is one of the many places tonight that still does not have power, and behind me, this is what you'll see. There's massive tree limbs and branches, tangled power lines, and crews are working as quick as possible to try and get everything back online.
It's like an oasis just outside of the city.
I didn't sleep great last night.
The South Euclid home surrounded by towering trees, a dream home for Stephen and his wife.
It kind of just looks like it fell apart like Jenga blocks.
Quickly turning into a nightmare for them after a massive tree crashed into their house.
Was not happy. Yeah, went from, oh, it's just the internet's out and a small branch to, oh, I have a tree on my house.
Stephen tells me he's thankful he and his wife weren't hurt.
It's a big bill, so we're hoping everything gets covered and the insurance takes care of it, but at the moment, until I know for sure, it's just a big looming bill.
And while Stephen has homeowner's insurance just south of here,
10 years. We lived here 10 years.
This homeowner said his neighbor doesn't.
That's a major tree, and his car is under that tree. And he's a great elderly guy, and he needs help.
The damage is scattered in the Bedford area. The storm's strong winds tossing around trees and ripping down power lines.
It happened so quick. We really don't know the damage.
Prentice said it sounded like a train during the storm. This area now confirmed to be part of the path of a tornado.
And once again tonight, this entire area is still without power. People are wondering when it's going to be back on, but there is a massive amount of cleanup to do in some of these small isolated pockets. Lena.
All right, Giovanni Ligi reporting live from Bedford. Thank you.
Now to Lakewood, where the cleanup continues there as well. Our Mitty Hicks spoke with residents who call the aftermath the worst they've ever seen.
It's a day of recovery across Cleveland's west side. This is some of the worst we've seen. On this street, one tree damaged 2 homes. On another street, the storm damage is so bad you can see inside this house. The aftermath of at least one confirmed tornado on this side of town has shocked residents.
I thought it was a tree got struck by lightning or something, but turns out half the building in the back fell over.
There are so many places with down power lines. Wires fell down on homes. It's hard to drive in some places because barriers are blocking some streets. Traffic lights aren't working properly, and people now dealing with the fact they may not have power for a while.
Definitely the worst one that I've seen since I've been here. I think we've only lost power like once in the couple years I've been here. and certainly not this long.
One challenge with cleanup efforts are things like this. It doesn't look like much. It looks like branches are just blocking the road here. But then when you look at what's actually at play here, you see this massive tree fell over here on this major throughway here. And we're seeing this across multiple communities.
I was surprised by how bad the storm was. It seemed like I knew we were going to have rain, but then like 20 minutes before it all happened, I was getting sudden alerts of like shelter and tornado warnings and stuff like that. So.
Now, as my colleague Peter just mentioned, crews are out working to restore power as quickly as possible. But of course, it could take a while. So if you're in this area and you need a chance to either cool down or you just need to get out of the house to avoid cabin fever, folks can go to Hayes Elementary School tomorrow from 12 to 6. The Red Cross is partnering with the city of Lakewood to give people a space to cool down and charge their phones, Russ.
Okay, Mitty Hicks in Lakewood. Thank you.
Tonight, the Better Business Bureau of Greater Cleveland is warning homeowners to be aware of storm chasers. The BBB issued an alert to advise residents what to do and what not to do. The president and CEO of the nonprofit says you should do your research and get more than one estimate before committing to a company. She also says be cautious with contractors.
We tell homeowners, you pick the contractor, don't let them pick you. You just want to be leery of companies that are knocking on your door, going door to door in the neighborhood following a storm.
The BBB recommends searching for contractors on its website before making any commitments. There you can find reviews and ratings for each company.
We have a full weather recap, including how long your food can stay safe in the refrigerator and freezer, on our website, WKYC.com.
And get up-to-date information anytime in the 3 News app.